Alrighty, guys, so let's do a little midday update. Actually, it's a little bit past midday. It's about 2:15 right now, but as of now, we have all the indexes in the red. Well, actually, the Russell's up. It's barely up, 0.1%, but other than that, we're in the red. The Nasdaq's down 1%, the S&P's down 0.5%, as the Dow is down 0.3%, and the VIX is down another almost 2.5%, which is nuts. VIX is down to now almost 19. It's in the lower 19 half right now, as silver's up over 2%, and we have gold down a little bit over 0.3%. So in this video, we're going to break down the markets. You guys know the drill. This is nothing new here, and we're going to go over stocks I'm looking at and just in general what charts I'm liking. So sit back, relax, take a sip of your coffee. If you guys want some free stocks from Moomoo, use that link down below, deposit at least $100, and you could get up to 15 stocks, each up to $2,000, and it also helps out the channel, guys. All those links do. Full disclosure. And with that being said, let's dive right into the video. So as you all know, we saw the jobs report. We got the jobs report from November this morning, which ended up tanking the stock market. And since that point, we have filled the gap. We've pretty much recovered that entire loss. I mean, we haven't recovered the entire loss to the exact penny, but we pretty much have ran up a good chunk here. We filled the majority of the gap. SPY's up 1.3% from that pre-market low, as we have Triple Q up about, let's take a look here, from 286 to about 290, up 1.6%. So honestly, guys, the markets have been pretty flat for the past couple of hours. If we look here, ever since about 10 a.m. on the East Coast, so a good 4 hours at this point, markets, looking at Triple Q, have been teeter-tottering between 289, 290, 291, really nothing much. It's been, again, like I said, flat. And pulling up SPY, you can see same thing. Pretty much for the past 4 hours, it's been hovering 404, 405, right in that little $1, $2 level, or rather range. And I think in the next hour, we're probably going to get some more price action, some more momentum heading into power hour, as currently, it's 2:15 p.m. Power hour is typically when, especially on a Friday, we get some nice action. So we'll see. You're going to have to subscribe for my next video, guys, because that's when we're going to cover what actually happened in the, last hour and a half of the day. So make sure to subscribe. And, of course, hit the like button if you haven't done so already. So let's get into some stocks and take a look overall at what's going on with oil first. Let me take a look here at oil. It's currently at 79 a barrel, so it's under $80 a barrel, down 1.6%. Dang, it looks like everything is down, guys, with the exception of silver right now and the Russell. Everything is just taking a beating today. Oil's down under 80 a barrel. It's clearly still in a downtrend. And pulling up silver, we can see, again, it's up over 2%. What did I say? I was saying this a couple days ago, was I not? If this were to break 22.30, which now it has, there could be a big rip towards the mid-20s, high 20s an ounce, which at this point we're at 23.35 an ounce, up 2% on the day. We're getting pretty dang close to where we were back in April, which you guys can see up here. That was at 26.50 an ounce. So I think there could be more momentum here on silver. But don't get it twisted. I mean, it's not going to go up and away in a straight line. We're going to see some pullbacks like we saw here. When was this? In the middle of November, it pulled back from 22.40 to about 20.50 an ounce, right? It pulled back 7-8%. Do not be surprised if this pullbacks, if it pulls back at some point in the very short term here, considering it is pretty overbought. I'm not going to lie. So let's say it goes up to 23.50, 24. We might get a pullback to 21, 21.50, $22 an ounce. And at that point, I fully expect the trend to continue, because at this point, fundamentally, I feel like there's no reason for silver to go down quite yet. Obviously, the momentum is to the upside. And with the inflation we're seeing, I honestly think silver has a lot more upside. And just in general, the chart looks phenomenal. Does not look like it wants to pull back quite yet. We'll see. We'll probably get the mini pullback, but nothing more than that, in my opinion. So that's a quick little breakdown on silver and the overall markets. What do you guys think? Let me know your thoughts in the comments down below. Now let's talk about some stocks. We have Enphase completely breaking out today to an all-time high. Actually, is this an all-time high? Let me double check. I believe it is. Let me see here on the 3-year chart. Yeah, it's an all-time high. Enphase is up 7% on the day, and we can see here it is breaking out of, if I pull the 4-hour up, it is breaking out of this resistance at about 320, 325 that it's been struggling at since August. And this is something that I called out. Not to toot my own horn, but did I not call it out on this channel, guys? Did we not outline this ascending triangle? This triangle, I didn't draw this today. This has been there, and now it's fully breaking out. And again, we hit an all-time high. So this is one that it's one of those companies that it's a growth company, right? And with growth companies, you know what happens to their stocks, right? They could end up catching fire, and it's probably overvalued looking at it from a long-term perspective. But as a trade right now, it could keep on ripping. This could go mid 300s, high 300s for sure. So end phase looks pretty good, up 7% right now. And we have Boeing. Let's pull that up. Boeing, ticker symbol BA, is up 3.6% right now. It is breaking out of the highs that we outlined a couple of videos ago from pretty much the past month here, stemming back from the beginning of November. We're taking those highs out at 179. Now we're at 182, over 182 a share. So to me, guys, by the looks of it, this is wanting to go test the highs, the 188 level, which were the highs from the end of April. That's probably where we're going to test. If that were to break, we might fill the gap up to 196 to roughly 200, that general range. So Boeing looks pretty good. It looks like the bulls are continuing here, as you guys can see. If I zoom in, you can see that clear as day. So Boeing looks great. Another one that looks pretty good is Nucor, ticker symbol NUE. This is one that's been reversing. You guys can see we broke out of this triangle. You know, that was a couple weeks ago. We're well above the moving averages now. We have a golden cross. And with today's move and really the past couple of days, we've been breaking out of the highs from August heading into the early days of September. We're taking those levels out. And now we're over $150 a share. Today we're up almost 2% on the day. So by the looks of it, guys, Nucor, the next point it could be going to is, if we outline this level right here, 157, 158.9 initially. That could be where it tests. Then if that were to break, we're talking low mid 160s. That's where, at least by the looks of it on this chart that I'm looking at, that's where I could see this going. And of course, if you guys have any other stocks you want me to look at, or if you have any disagreements, let me know in the comments down below. As always, I'd love to chat with you guys. So 2 more stocks for this video, then we're going to wrap it up. Lockheed Martin is up on the day as well, completely breaking out. And this is another one that I think is in a stealth, well, it is in a stealth bull market. But is it at all-time highs? Let me see. It's up 2.4% today. It's almost at $500 a share. I think it is at all-time highs. Yeah, it's at all-time highs. Today, Lockheed Martin, guys, hit an all-time high. And it's amazing how many stocks are at all-time highs despite us being in a bear market. Obviously, it's not a ton of stocks at all-time highs, but there's a lot of notable large cap companies that we've talked about that are doing very well. I mean, Lockheed Martin's at all-time highs. BJ's Wholesale Club, all-time highs. Ulta, all-time highs. Ulta Beauty, right? Dollar General, near all-time highs. Well, I guess after they reported earnings, their stock tanked, but you know, it's still near all-time highs. And I think Dollar Tree, let me pull that up. Maybe not that near all-time highs, but you guys get the point. There's a good amount of companies out there that are near all-time highs, and Lockheed Martin is at all-time highs. It's one of those that's breaking out, and with today's move, it's taking the highs out from a couple of weeks ago. So who knows? This could go to 500, 510, 15, 20. Let's see how far this breakout could take us. And one more stock, the last one, is Activision, which could be on the verge of breaking out. It's above the moving averages right now. It's slightly green. It's up 0.5% on the day, but it is not yet above this key point. If I zoom in a little bit, you all can see a couple months ago we failed, or rather we held in the middle of July about $75, right? Then we failed at it a couple weeks ago. It became resistance, and now we're fighting with it, right around $75. So if this is able to successfully break, and then we overtake 76.50, which happens to be the high, I believe, from last week, we're going to see a lot more upside on Activision in the short term. So I just put my alert at 76.55. We're going to play in this little range, probably this little window. Again, if we take the 76.55 point out, 78, maybe higher, could be right around the corner. So that's pretty much it, guys. We're about 10 minutes in. I don't want to keep this video too long. Pretty concise, straight to the point. If you enjoyed it, hit that like button, subscribe, check out my second channel as well, Stas Talks Money. I have a video coming out there in a couple of hours. Go subscribe, link down below. And if you guys want some free money from Moomoo, from Weeble, if you guys want to check out the Patreon, all of those are down below as well. I'll catch you in the next video, guys. Thanks for watching as always. Peace out.